Welcome to Everything But the Kitchen Dink, the podcast where we discuss all things pickleball with your hosts, Rob and Andy.
Welcome back, everybody, to Everything But the Kitchen Dink. Another packed episode for you, and us today. For everybody out there.
Welcome back, everybody.
We have a packed episode.
Welcome back. Do you know what episode number this is?
Is it 139?
Yeah, it is.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Should we go into like that whole, like our plan now, like while we're starting off?
Our plan, what, moving forward?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you might as well tell the listeners because things are happening.
There's going to be some big changes, all positive. However, I think in the short term, we've got lots of holidays coming up, and then everybody's going to get busy. And I think we have made the decision. So confident. I think we might have made the decision.
We have.
We're going to go every 2 weeks.
Bi-weekly. Is it bi-weekly?
Bi-weekly, yeah, that sounds good. Let's go with that. Now, I don't want anybody. My first thought.
Yeah, you were worried about this, weren't you?
We have discussed this before, and it's because life gets in the way. And what I don't like is when we suddenly don't have an episode, and next week we're apologising we didn't have an episode, and we just feel that at the moment, I don't think we get thanks for all your feedback on the content, but I just think the way forward at the moment in the short term is going to be every 2 weeks.
And it's also great for you guys because you're going to be wanting more. You're going to be like, oh my God, there's no episode this week.
Well, some people want us every day.
So it's actually going to work out well. And the other reason is we've just got so much content to get out there. We need to have more time to really, really plan it, get the guests on. And we just need a bit more time to really, really get the good quality content out there.
And I think it's a good point you make there. Well done, Rob.
Thank you.
Because we do have so much content, but life is getting so much in the way that we're really struggling with time, with planning time and research time. And that's what this time is going to give us. So it's nothing negative. It's nothing to do. It will actually benefit the content.
Yes.
And hopefully one day I'll be full-time pickleball.
Well, you will. I mean, the way this podcast is going, you will be full-time with the podcast. And we have some very exciting stuff coming up.
It's going to be amazing over the next 12 months.
We're doing a lot of new stuff with the podcast.
So. And we're going to go on location as well.
Yeah. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you. No, I'm only joking. Thank you for listening, because without you guys listening, it wouldn't be possible for us to move this podcast to the next level. So thanks for that.
And I just want to say, I can assure you this is not a negative thing. This is a very positive thing.
Yeah. So. Also, I'd just like to say, while we're talking about this, if you can go on our YouTube channel and subscribe for us, Everything But the Kitchen Dink, that would really help us. I know we have a lot of listeners, podcast listeners, but we need subscriptions on the YouTube channel as well. So
we need like and share us on. The bottom line is that the more traction we get. Look, we're in our 50s. We are useless at social media. We're being told we need to promote more, and we know that. We know everybody likes our product, but we want to be out there.
Enough spiel now.
Okay, no, we're all. I'm going around the houses, but basically,
just like and subscribe.
What I'm saying is, it will benefit the listeners because we will get more discounts and things like that.
Correct.
And that's what we're going to be
doing.
More
giveaways
forward.
And things.
So yes. Sorry for babbling on.
Anyway,
we're only 3 minutes in.
I know. Right, let's get into it.
We've got so much.
It's been as usual.
We talked about doing a paddle review this week.
I know we just don't have time.
Yeah,
we just don't have time.
But we will talk paddles later.
But let's start about our week.
Okay. Let's start with me, shall we?
Go on then.
We'll do it chronologically.
Okay.
So you weren't around last week. The last
I was
Thursday
actually
session.
at Coronation Street.
Yes.
No,
you were. You were at Coronation Street
last week. Yes, I was.
Yes,
I was.
Yeah. So last Thursday's session after we recorded the last episode. So I went there, and this was great. It was a great opportunity. Well, no, I mean, I've played. I think you've missed the last couple of weeks. You've been busy.
No,
on
I haven't.
Thursday, because the week before I went, and I played with someone else, and it was amazing.
I can't remember.
However, I'd had some really long days and some really difficult weeks. And I was I was on the verge. I knew at some point something was going to give. And that Thursday, won the first game. And then suddenly I just started not feeling too well. And it came out of nowhere. And then I played through, as you do, you play unwell. And I played through, I was coughing, had a terrible headache, got to the end of it. I think I don't know how, but I won 2 games and lost 4. It was only an hour and a half.
Right.
And then that was it for a week. I ended up this past week, I've been on steroids. I've had a chest infection, antibiotics. You're safe now. Don't worry.
My poor boy. Yeah.
But I did the right thing this time. On Tuesday, I said I'm not playing.
Yeah, you didn't play on Tuesday.
Apart from the fact that I was watching my beloved lose the Premier League title. But yeah, so I actually have taken the week off since then.
Why are you talking about your beloved? Obviously, Pep Guardiola is leaving Manchester City.
You're breaking up a bit.
What are your thoughts? I know this is Pickleball podcast, but I want to talk about that very briefly.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep it brief.
Yeah.
He said actually yesterday that it was...
He said Alex Ferguson was the best manager as well. Yeah.
Okay, well, what's he going to say? I guess he's been on the Guinness too. My honest thought, keep it short, is the fact that we've had a great 10 years. It's been... He mentioned that he felt it was the right time.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
Okay.
It's been a great 10 years.
Do you think the charges have anything to do with it?
No.
You don't think that's why he's getting out now?
No.
Okay.
I see you lying in your bed at night,
praying,
gods. Dreaming, but no.
Okay.
No. But anyway,
moving on. So you weren't there Tuesday night. I played at the club on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this week coming...
You were begging me to attend.
I wanted you to come.
But I wasn't well enough, whatever the circumstances.
And this is going to be our last week at the club.
Yeah.
This is our last club night coming up next week. So that's going to be emotional.
I'm going to miss the people.
Yeah.
But I'm smiling inside.
But,
because it's going to...
I am as well.
Because from a selfish point of view, for our game, it's
well, also, it's been a long time. I mean, we've done it. It must be 4 years we've been running the club.
I also think that the increase in the podcast work has cut into it because we seem to be doing something pickleball every night, and there isn't enough nights.
No, there isn't.
So I think that would help as well.
So Tuesday night was good. It was just usual rec play. It was enjoyable. You have some good games, you have some bad games, and
a little pickle thrown in for good measure.
That was good, we pickled someone. That was good. It was fine. And then, I mean, we've jumped ahead really because the weekend before.
Okay. Yes.
We'll get to.
Okay. Well, do you want to?
Well,
do that first.
Okay. So the weekend before, I made the journey down to the PPL trials. I
mean, you had a great chance anyway, I think, because I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it to the trials because I had the FA Cup final.
It was a shame that you couldn't make it because I kept thinking to myself, I wish Andy could be here and experience it. But I'll talk about it.
And I wanted to go, but obviously I like to watch my team win trophies, and maybe you should try that sometime.
No, I'd rather go to the PPL. I know where my heart lies. So first of all, I very nearly didn't make it at all. I very rarely use public transport. I have a car. I do drive most places, but for this time, because it was down south and it's in Basingstoke, and it's a hell of a drive.
Is that like Southampton way? So it's what, 4 hours?
It's about 4 hours.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, if I drive there, I'll stay overnight, I'll play, and then I've got to drive after playing all day, 4 hours back. And I just thought, you know what, I'm going to get a train. So I booked a train and I got dropped off at the Met, which is for anyone in America, the Met is like our little... The subway kind of thing.
But overground.
Correct. And I never use the Met either because I have a car. I'm 2 stops in, and bearing in mind I left myself about...
Did you buy a ticket? Did you know how to buy a ticket?
Yeah,
or you just
tap on.
Yeah.
But I had an hour to get to the station for my train.
That's fair.
Yeah. 2 stops in, announcement comes on.
Oh.
There's a problem on the line, and we're waiting for further response. So I'm looking at my clock and I'm thinking, well, what do I do? The doors are open and I'm thinking, do I get off now? Do I wait? It might just start again. So I thought, right.
So you just, I've been on them. I've used the Met, and they don't give you any.
They don't give you any idea
when it's you just stopped.
Yeah,
you just stopped.
I was just stopped. He did come on and he said, we'll give you further updates.
Yeah.
So I thought, right, I'm giving it 10 minutes. At this point, I'm starting to sweat.
What are you thinking? You'll just jump out and get a taxi?
I'm thinking I'm going to jump out. I've got to give time for an Uber to come.
Yeah, but are you in between stops?
No, I was at the station.
Which one?
Prestwich.
Okay.
So I gave it 10 minutes. Nothing happened. No one came on. I thought.
Was anyone saying anything?
No one was. Everyone was just sat there on the phones. I thought, right, I can't risk this. You know, I've paid for a
How
train.
long have you got at this point?
I'm down to 40 minutes.
Okay.
And I checked the Uber on the Met, and it said 16 minutes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You mean to get there, or for it to arrive?
For it to arrive.
Oh my God.
So I thought, right, I've got to go. So I'm run off the tram. I order my Uber, and it's saying 16. And I'm watching this. You know, you can watch it on your phone.
Oh God.
And
you're like, why is it not moving?
He's not moving. He's going around the world. Like, I need this guy to come. In the meantime, I'm talking to another guy who's a taxi man, funny enough.
Right.
And I'm telling him my situation. He said, I would have taken you, but I can't. I don't know.
Did other people get off?
I saw a flurry of people.
It would have been funny if as soon as you got off, it moved.
I didn't know. Anyway, the guy comes and I get in the Uber and I say to him, look, I've got a train in 20 minutes.
Did you tell him why? Did you tell him where you were going?
I didn't.
Did he know you?
And he said to me, it says 18 minutes.
And how long was
20 minutes?
Oh my God.
So this guy, I've got to say, if I knew his name, and I probably can get his name from Uber, was a legend. He floored it.
He really went all out.
He went all out for me. And he's going, like, he took 5 minutes off the journey.
Wow.
He was literally going back streets, and I owe him my...
So you get, because the traffic at Piccadilly can be a nightmare.
It was crazy.
As well.
I got there.
Did you have to get out before you got to the station?
No, he got into the station.
Into the little car park, and then you go up the stairs?
Yeah, up the stairs.
Yeah.
I had 7 minutes.
Okay, you did bloody well.
It was amazing. And I'm running, I'm sweating, and I'm thinking, oh my God, is this worth it? Is it worth it?
It's a good job you're fit from pickleball.
Well, I just thought, I did think at one point, like, what am I doing?
So when you got on the train and
I got on the train.
How long did you have them?
What, before we left?
You were 7 minutes when you got...
Oh, it was like minutes.
But you had to know, did you know your platform?
I'd already checked everything as I was in the Uber. I was checking the platform, so I know where to go, and I just ran.
God. I mean, as it happens, you'd have just got on the next train.
Well, I don't know. If you paid for a ticket for one train, can you do that?
I don't
if you
know.
Miss it,
I don't
know. Well, I don't. Anyway, I made it.
And we're not. Next time, we'll drive.
Well, yeah, it was, as it happens, once I was on the train, it was a seamless journey. It was like 3 hours 45 direct. And it was, you know,
no changes.
No changes. I watched a film.
What film?
I can't remember. It was a crappy one on Prime, yeah. And then I arrived. I booked the hotel where the venue was. So, for anyone that's not done the PPL trials, they use this hotel with tennis courts.
And if you don't know what the PPL is, it's the professional version of the MLP, Major League Pickleball. It's the UK's version,
correct,
of that.
So I was relieved to get to the hotel. I wasn't playing till the next day. Met a few people, had a few drinks, had a nice meal, went to bed. Had a good kip actually. Slept really well.
It's interesting because as time's gone on and we've done more, you seem to be handling these pressure environments much better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I had no nerves.
It just shows you what experience counts.
Correct. And I said to you this earlier, like we were talking about it today, weren't we? And you were saying to me on court how you wish you could be this relaxed when you're in a tournament. And I said to you, it's just doing more.
But it gives me hope that, I mean, I'm not a wreck anymore.
No, you're not.
I used to be a lot worse.
But you just play within yourself.
Yes.
And when you relax, you play your best.
But it gives me hope. I can see, because I've seen how bad you've been in the past.
Correct.
The amount of times, I always look at you now. The amount of times you've said to me,
why am I doing this?
I'm never doing tournaments again.
And now I love it.
Yeah.
Now it's weird, isn't it? It's weird.
You're an inspiration to all.
Oh, thanks. So morning of the trials.
Okay. So the trials is it's not for everybody.
So this was the Masters I was trying for.
Okay, but it's for people who have if you do put hits the qualifying, is it 4.4?
4.4.
Then you don't need to go to the trials.
You don't need to, but you will get, like, if nobody knows who you are.
Okay.
You need to,
Okay.
you know.
But if you're below a 4.4, then it doesn't matter if everybody knows you. You are not getting picked if you don't go to the trial.
Yeah, if you don't go to the trials, because then people can see you. So before that, I had a lovely breakfast in the hotel as well, which was really nice.
Okay.
Buffy breakfast.
The full works. Eggs, bacon,
You know what? It was just so nice, to have my room that I could then have breakfast, go back to my room.
And then playing.
And then get ready and then come back down. It wasn't starting till 10, but you could get on court at 9. So I was on court at 9, signed in, and I didn't know what to expect. In fact, I completely forgot that it was rally scoring. So when they did the briefing in the morning, they were telling us everything that we were going to do. So it was 10 games we were going to play, which was great. And it was rally scoring, but you stay on the same side with this rally scoring.
Okay, because there's different kinds of rally scoring.
Now, yes. So Sam, the organizer, said, have a discussion with your partner who you're playing with.
And did your preferred side is the left?
Yes.
So did you?
But you can change at 8.
Okay.
You can then change sides.
So did people generally change?
So we would have a chat, and if it was working well, we'd keep it.
Right.
If it wasn't, we'd maybe swap.
Did you always try and get on the left side to start with?
I mean, most people were like, I'm happy to play on the right.
Right,
So I said, fine, I'll start on the left, see how we go. And then we can always change at 8 if it's not working out. So you have random partners. It's a bit like the Northwest League.
Did you have any idea who you were playing with beforehand?
No.
Or you literally turn up?
No.
And is it game by game, or is there a full list of all your fixtures?
There's, I think there is a list. It was used an app called Tornated, and I think if you went on that, look, you know what I'm like with like apps and stuff. I couldn't figure it out.
Was it one game to the next to the next?
It was constant. So
it was very much like a tournament then.
Yeah,
without the waiting time.
Yeah. And like the women went on and then the men went on. So you had like 10 minutes in between.
And were there any mixed games?
Well, I'll get to that. Okay. So started off, and everybody's dead nervous for the first game. Right. And everyone's...
Did you know plenty of people?
Funny enough, I ended up playing in the first game a guy who I know quite well, who's a really good player. And it was a great game. Rally scoring can go either way.
Yeah.
And it ended up, you have to win by 2 clear. And it was 14-all. So we won 16-14.
And the trials were not just for the managers to see you. The trials were actually pointed, and then there was a table made of the top performers.
Yes, and it was dupered as well.
Right.
So the idea is that the 8 teams for the Masters, they have representatives there watching these games, scouting people, and seeing their ability, as well as you proving yourself on the day and getting.
That's a lot of pressure. You handled it well.
It is, and I got off to a flying start.
So you weren't a bit nervous to start?
I wasn't nervous at all. I didn't feel any nerves because I thought there's no pressure because I'm not bothered either way.
Yeah.
I wanted to go for the experience more than anything. And anyone
you knew you were going to go and get good games. And even outside of your 7 trial games, there was plenty of
10 trial games.
Oh, I'm sure there was plenty of opportunity to play as well.
There was. So I got off to a flying start. I think I won the first 4 games.
Right.
And then I think I lost one. Then I won another couple. And then I lost one. In the end, I won 7 out of 10 games.
Which is amazing.
Which I was like over the
playing with random partners.
Yeah, random partners, very good players. And I was made up with that. And at the end of that, I got asked. Then it was the time, basically, they got everyone back in and they said, this is the time now for teams to ask you to play other games so they can watch you. So they would pull you.
Okay, oh, that's interesting.
Not only would they do that, some would ask you to do some drills with them, whatever they wanted you to do. So I got asked to play a mixed game, and then I got asked to play a game against 2 younger players who are managers, coaches.
Right, okay.
To see my ability against them.
Yeah.
And I performed brilliantly. The whole day I performed brilliantly. I was so happy with my performance. At the end of the day, you just want to go and play how you can play.
You want to walk away and say,
I've done my best.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah, you've done all you can do, and that's it.
And I did. Actually, as we're listening, it's the draw today for the Masters. So we'll see what happens.
Will you get a text? Or...
I don't know. I don't know. So after that, so basically we played I played from 9 till 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Non-stop. Now it was hard going on your feet on the hard courts. So it was tiring. And you've got to, also they're looking for stamina because
Stamina,
not an enema, stamina. They're looking for stamina as well because it's a long day.
Yes, of course.
You know,
so a lot of waiting around as well.
Like, it must have been 5:30 when I played the two youngsters,
right.
you know, the two coaches, and I played brilliantly. And they said to me, "Yeah, you know, you play brilliantly." So anyone that thinking of doing it, I'd say it's a great day if you want good games.
Well, I'd love to hear if you went down there. Let us know what your thoughts are. Robert had a great day, but
there might be people that didn't.
Yeah, I'd like to hear everybody's thoughts on it. You know,
yeah,
and thoughts on it in general as well, because you know it's very hard for the organisers. How do they know who to pick? So I understand when you first found out that you had to be a 4.4, and that's where it breaks down with Duper.
Yeah, it does.
But what are they supposed to do? They have to have a
they do. I mean,
point.
my Duper was 3.88 at the time. It's gone up a bit now, but I finished 9th out to 40.
Right, which is amazing.
Which is an amazing result. Yeah. Like in the top 10.
Yeah.
And the top performers get put into the draft.
Right.
So I was really happy. I was like, you know, how can you not be happy with that? On
Any
a day
toilet stories?
Well, no toilet stories, but after that, I was so happy that I was staying and not driving home because I was absolutely exhausted. So I had another meal on my own in the hotel, which was lovely. I got myself a Guinness, I had duck pate, and I had a cheeseburger. That was lovely. And then I went to bed and I was happy. And then I got the train back with plenty of time this time. Like there was no panic for the train. Got there early.
I seem to remember you were calling me constantly when you're home. I don't know where I was that day.
I don't know where you were.
Was I?
Yeah, you were at the cup final.
Oh, was that the day of the cup final? Yeah, that
was the day of the cup final. So,
so
all in all, a good day.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question now.
Yeah.
You've been there, you've done it.
Yeah.
Generally, I've got my thoughts on the whole PPL thing. I think, I'll tell you my thoughts. Tell me what you think.
Go on.
I think that it's a hard job for the organisers. It's difficult because it's very southern based. I know they have one in the north, but from an organisational point of view, it is difficult because the team managers know the players they know.
Yeah,
I think its biggest problem is it's too small, and I wish it was standardised. Obviously, it has the blessing of Pickleball England, but I wish it was a Pickleball England event and it was treated more like the Open, where maybe it will do one day. Maybe it's got to grow slowly, but I wish more people had the opportunity. Look, whatever level I'm at, I'm not in a position to commit to it. But a lot of people, a lot of good players are getting missed out there.
Well, also that trial is almost like a qualifier. It's like a qualifier to get into the draft.
Yeah, and even then you've no guarantees. But what I'm saying is, why not have, you've got your team leagues that have sprouted up everywhere. Why not have that as part of a whole big, have the PPL as an umbrella for all of this? Let's make this a national event.
Yeah.
Where anybody, you don't have to have your face known. They've got trials all around the country. Let's face it, these trials are not even in London, south of England. Yeah. But if you lived in Newcastle or Scotland even, you're never going to make it there.
It's a long way.
So I hope the plan is that it expands. This is season 4 of it. So I hope it becomes. Why can't
there's been a spin-off, hasn't there? Because we've got the Northern League, which is there.
Yes, but that's not part of it.
No, it's their version of the PPL.
But why not have a professional thing for the country where they have 8 divisions instead of just having 8 teams?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
That would be amazing. That would really start to put professional pickleball on the map in this country.
But just going back to the Northern League, I'll give them a shout out because obviously they're doing their draft is open.
Yeah, and I think if you're in the north, it's done by geographical region. So you would play for a team in your region.
Yeah.
But it's just Google Northern League Pickleball. If you want to enter that, you can.
I mean, the standard is very, very high. I mean, it's really, really, really impressive. So that is something to be involved in as well. If you live up the north and you can't make it down to the south for the PPL stuff. So have a look at that as well. Okay. But yeah, all in all,
a great experience.
A great experience for me.
Okay.
I'm sure it wasn't for some people. You know, if you get battered on the day, you're not going to come away thinking
it's difficult because,
you know, if I would have lost
anybody can be good or bad on any given day, and then you've got the randomness of, you know, being with partners you might not know, and that's difficult.
And the randomness of partners being good or bad on the day, like yourself. You know, you can be good or bad. So it's tough, but for me, it was a good day.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it.
It's great. Just before we go on to our Thursday night session, I had another celebrity encounter.
Before you just talk about that, I just want to mention Mike Muir, Muir. I'm not sure how he pronounces his surname. Mike's 70. I had the pleasure of meeting him that weekend and having a drink with him, and ended up playing a game with him. He was my partner for one of the games, and I've got to say he was an inspiration at 70 years old, and I only can hope that I'm
you want to hope that you see yourself doing that.
Amazing. Like his shots.
Maybe by 70 we'll have a facility in Manchester.
Maybe. So a shout out to you, Mike, because you were outstanding, and thank you for the game we played together, because we won as well. So that was great.
Here he is with his shout outs.
I just had to shout that one out.
Okay, so last week before I took ill at my Thursday night session,
yes.
I was completely fine before that. I had another celebrity signing where I had the opportunity to ask them if they knew what pickleball was. So I saw Bernardo Silva in Manchester. Legend.
He's leaving, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's out on parole.
Charges?
Yeah, he's out on parole. Anyway, so right at the beginning of the conversation, somebody mentioned about the World Cup, because he'll be at the World Cup with Portugal.
Right.
I mentioned where you're going to be stationed.
Yeah.
Where did he say?
Rotter.
Palm Beach. First thing you think of with Palm Beach.
Yeah.
So I said, and he said, City were on tour, so he was there, I think, a year or two ago.
Okay.
So they were in Boca Raton and things like that.
Wow.
So I said, "Oh, you must have seen pickleball everywhere."
Yeah. Did he say, "I've never heard of it"?
What's pickleball?
Really?
Yeah.
God.
And then, of course, everyone in the room was taking a piss out of me. So another failure.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Keep going. One
day, I'm going to meet someone and they're going to say, "I love pickleball."
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so fast forward, week goes by, you've done your thing, I've done my thing.
And then we played together.
I'm getting to the end. Today's the last day of my antibiotics and steroids. And I knew, you know what it's like. You get ill, you have the cough lasts for a good time after you're better.
Yeah.
So I was feeling yesterday, and do you know what? It didn't matter. I was playing on Thursday night. I didn't care how I felt. I'm not missing more than a week. I was going. And you were a bit nervous about being in the car with me.
I was, yeah.
But I knew I was fine.
I just worry about going away and not getting ill before.
I knew I was fine.
But I knew you were okay.
But I knew this was going to be our last proper session. Yeah. I know it sounds ridiculous because it's another couple of weeks, isn't it? Well, it's less. It's like 10 days, isn't it? We're going to Rotter.
Yeah.
God. So this was going to be our last session, and I could not go to Rotter having 2 weeks off. So I did say to you on the way, that I wasn't nervous about my play. I was really excited to play, but I was nervous about my fitness because I was coughing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it was great, wasn't it?
We got there. We were awesome.
Yeah.
I keep saying it every week. We are playing the best pickleball we've ever played.
It was great.
And the weird thing is, we played 8 games in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I think we won 4, lost 4, but the scores had no bearing.
It was the play. It was such a good pickleball. Yeah.
Was unbelievable.
It really was.
Incredible.
From both teams, to be honest.
As Pep would say.
Yeah, from both teams there. I thought, we both. Everybody played so well.
It was fantastic. As a foursome, it was fantastic pickleball.
It was.
And I don't know what it is. I think you were looking at me like shocked.
I was just happy.
And
I was just really happy.
We were getting to some incredible stuff, weren't we?
We played well as a team.
Sometimes keeping the point alive ridiculously and then still losing the point.
You know what it was with you as well? and there's something else I want to come on to. You were just choosing every shot you were choosing was just the right shot.
Yeah, what was the phrase that you said?
I can't remember. I can't remember.
Less is more.
Less is more.
And you turned to me at one point and you just said less is more,
Yeah.
and you hit the nail on the head. It was
because in the past, like you'd hit that ball that would fly out the back. And you just choose the wrong shot, the wrong time. Yeah. But you've just progressed so much with choosing the right shot.
Patient we've ever played,
and it showed. It showed,
and we were playing good players.
We were.
And you don't get every shot in.
No, we're all going to make mistakes, but it's having that consistency at a level where your shots are more than the mistakes you make. So your consistency really counts.
Yeah.
Which brings me on to another point, which I want to talk about. Okay. We've never really discussed this, and it's left side, right side.
Okay.
And I wanted to put this to you because I feel...
because you mentioned it to me, but I have no idea where you're going with this.
I feel that, and I don't know if this is correct, that being a right-sided player is actually harder than being a left-sided player. And kudos to you. You play it brilliantly. Now, my opinion of this is because you're doing a lot of backhand shots, your backhand drops were perfect, everything. And I feel that I'm playing on my left side and my forehands, I'm on my strong side.
Yeah. Yeah.
But playing on the right side, I feel that it's a harder place to be. And as I say, I don't know if other people feel that or you feel that.
It's interesting. It's really interesting.
But I feel that that's a really tough place to be because I feel comfortable being on the left because I know that I've got,
Well, we've done it for so long as well.
Well, not just that everything's on my forehand most of the time. Yes, I've got backhand shots to play and stuff.
Yeah.
But you on the right have a more difficult role, I feel. So let me know, people out there, do you think it's harder playing on the left or the right, or do you think it's equal?
I've never thought about it. However, one thing I have thought about is I don't feel that it's harder during the game. Where I feel it's harder is that if I'm not playing with you, I need experience, and I'm not stacking, I need experience on the left-hand side, and obviously I don't get that.
Yes.
However, we have, as we've transitioned over to what I would call real pickleball courts over the past couple of months, we stopped switching. I think we've realised, and this is another interesting.
So it's giving you more time on the left.
So I am getting more time on the left, and I feel like I'm really benefiting from
But going back to my original question, do you think it's tougher on one side than the other, or do you think it's equal?
It had never crossed my mind.
Interesting. Because I just thought about it the other day.
But what you're saying makes absolute sense.
Yeah, I think it's harder.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff's on your backhand. Now, if you're a great player with your backhand, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So just let me know in the comments when we put this out. Just send me a message on your thoughts. Like, do you think it's harder on the right, easier on the left? Do you think it's the other way around? Just let us know.
Yeah.
I just think it's a really good point.
Yeah, it is. It is. We're just so conditioned now. I guess I don't really
exactly.
think about
and you're conditioned to doing it, and you do it brilliantly.
But I have been thinking now since the ball is much faster on this court, and we're playing better players who hit the ball harder.
Yeah.
We've sort of gone out. We've stopped switching.
Yeah.
It doesn't really benefit us in this circumstance.
I only say it because I feel uncomfortable on the right because I'm normally on the left.
That's good because, I saw this thing. I think it was Tom Brady, and basically, the idea of a sportsman is you get to the point where you're in your comfort zone, and when you get to the point where you're starting to be outside your comfort zone, you can go two ways. You can stop, but you get better by being out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're getting to that point where you're out of your comfort zone, that is really good.
Yeah, and listen,
and we need to put ourselves in that position. Right,
well, because I'm so conditioned to playing
I know
on
you're
the
still
left.
saying to me occasionally, you're still saying switch.
Yeah,
but it does. It's really difficult if a really fast serve is coming to you to your forehand and it's coming out wide.
Yeah,
no,
it is hard.
I think we can benefit in rec play. Yes, we'll still do it sometimes in a match. But I think in rec play,
yeah, we can just stay.
it's a good opportunity for us to learn the other side that we haven't had experience. Having said that,
yeah,
one thing that I wanted to try that we've seen so many countless videos of.
Yeah.
You must have seen these where you're at the kitchen line, and a lot of the time, we always say every time I hit you're probably sick of this, I turn to you and I talk about focus or something.
Yeah.
But it's so true.
Yeah.
But one thing I tried for the first time, having wanted to try it for so long, when you're at the kitchen line and you've got a lot of top coaches tell you to just lean in a bit. So instead of meeting the ball when it's coming at you fast, you're leaning in already. So you're just sort of touching. You're not having to come from backwards to come and meet the ball. Yeah. And you've got to be so perfect when you meet that ball that you're just sort of pushing. So I tried that last night because I was really focused on doing it. And I think that made a massive difference to me, because if you notice the last few weeks, I have this shot and I always say to you, it's not going to go until I drill it out, where I go for the big shot and it hits the net. So I'm at the kitchen and it's up high and I go, and I found that I didn't do that last night.
Right. Okay.
I don't know if you noticed that, and that really helped me.
Right.
So,
well, if you're leaning in, you can take time away from your opponents, can't you, as well?
Yes.
You're getting the ball back quicker.
Yeah, and I also felt that it helped with my focus.
Good.
But just to finish off on this.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think about this. I saw it was relating to tennis.
Okay.
And it said that you don't win. Most points are won. About 30% of points are won. The rest of the points are won by mistakes happening.
Yeah.
But the mistakes are not just happening. Your job is to pressurize your opponent with your good shots
to make them
to enforce their mistakes. So what we did last night was we just kept the ball in play, and when the opportunity was there, yes, sometimes we went for it when we shouldn't have done, but we forced our opponents into making the mistakes. Then we went for it.
Yeah.
And I think I felt that even though it was relating to tennis, I felt that was spot on.
Yeah, because the pickleball is played like that, especially at the top level. It's dinking till someone makes an error, and then you attack.
So when you think about such a low percentage of shots, of winning shots, that are
your winning shots are when they pop the ball up and then you smash it and you hit a winner.
Yeah.
But to get to that point, it's creating the point. Yeah.
And I think that really helped me as well. So it was good.
Yeah. I just want to talk about a news story, which was pretty incredible, actually. A lady called Mia Collins, who had revenge on her husband, or I wasn't sure if it was her husband. Let me just find the article very quickly. That's not it.
This is why we need more time.
Yeah. Can't find it. But anyway, she slashed the tires.
You got it?
No. Got loads of pictures of my dog. Loads of pictures of my dog. I will find it. Carry on talking.
We can leave it for another time. Okay, you know what?
She got jailed basically for slashing the tires.
It was her pickleball partner, and she was so pissed off. She went and slashed his tires.
Correct. And then she got.
I felt like that, and I'm sure you felt like that plenty of times.
She did get jailed for it, didn't she? Here it is. Mia Collins is looking for a new doubles partner. Scottsdale's Mia Collins, 26, was arrested Saturday after allegedly slashing all 4 tyres on her doubles partner, 2024 Audi Q5, following a quarter-final loss at the Scottsdale Pickleball Open. Collins and partner Ashley Pemberton, 31, were eliminated 11-4, 11-7 by father-daughter duo in the 4-0 mixed bracket. According to the Maricopa Country Sheriff's Office, Collins refused the post-match paddle tap and screamed, "You foot faulted on every serve," before storming off the court. Collins used an $11 box cutter from the Bell Bank Park Pro Shop. All 4 tyres on the Audi were punctured between match. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that.
I'm guessing
next time.
They're not married. And if they were, they're not married.
She's getting charged with criminal mischief, vandalism and disorderly conduct. I just found it astonishing that someone would go out and do that after a loss in pickleball. But obviously, it's life or death, isn't it? Crazy.
I felt like doing it to my own tyres for my own performance, but never to someone else's.
No, it's absolutely crazy.
But look, I just want to talk about something that we don't often talk about.
Yes, okay.
Duper.
Oh, before that, I've got pains in my chest.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a way to go.
While I've got pains in my chest. I think it's indigestion. Can we just mention the life-saving?
Oh, yes.
The life-saving.
Yeah, we forgot about this last week.
Yeah. So this happened at a pickleball.
Go and spend another 10 minutes.
I'm just finding it because I said you. This happened at a pickleball tournament, and
we were at Telford at the Telford tournament, and someone told us about it.
Basically, a guy playing in the tournament had a heart attack, and luckily they had a defib machine there.
Yeah. Was it a leisure centre?
I think it was a leisure centre. Anyway, a guy called Gary Thompson and Judy Moore, member of the courtside staff, basically saved this guy's life. They
spotted it.
Yeah, they called an ambulance. They started doing the compressions on his chest. They used the defib machine and they kept him alive. And it just makes you think, like, do most of these facilities. First of all,
it gave me a very scary thought, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Because if you're at our club and it happens, see ya. Which is probably why it's good that the club is ending.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, most proper facilities, not like ours, will have.
Like if you're at a leisure centre like David Lloyd and you walk into a staircase, they're there for you.
Yeah, correct. So hats off to them. And it's amazing for them to do that. But it just makes you think that, if you do have a facility, make sure you have the right medical equipment in there.
It's a good warning.
There's a lot of people of an age playing pickleball, and it can happen to anyone. So
old people in their 50s.
Exactly.
But if you're running a club, please make sure that somebody's
medically trained. Yeah.
Don't
look at me because I haven't got a clue.
If you're going, I ain't doing mouth to mouth on you. I can assure you that.
Feelings mutual. So I just wanted to shout that out. Right. Go on, Duper.
Okay, so
we love Duper.
Right, I know we mentioned in the last episode that I was going to, after Shropshire Open, I was going to email them. But you also had an experience where you won 7 of your 10 games.
Yeah, and it went
against top opponents, and it barely went up.
Yeah.
I mean, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read my email to Duper, because in the last episode I said I was going to email them. I mean, credit to Duper, Tito, who is the CEO.
Yeah,
he came on the show. It was a really good episode. He's very open. He's very engaging. He replied immediately. I sent a really nice. I don't want to send I don't want to batter them.
No, I get it.
What my intention was to raise my points, and I wanted to see what he said. So I'm just going to read out my email. I'll paraphrase a bit. I just wanted to follow up after our previous conversation and share some ongoing feedback we've been receiving, because it's not just what I'm saying. It's, people are constantly messaging us about problems with Duper, which we know about. And, I think the tone of it also was that I do like some of the changes they've made. We've said this. I completely appreciate that no rating system will ever be perfect, and I understand the complexity that goes into building the algorithm. Having said that, one consistent theme continues to come up from the players, and I felt it was worth passing on in a constructive way. The main concern is around the ratings decreasing after a win. This is the biggest problem. If they remove this, they would have so much more happy people.
I agree.
So this is something that's generating a lot of frustration, and it's becoming increasingly difficult for us to explain or defend when people are contacting us. To give a recent example, Robert and I played in an open age tournament this past weekend. We had a strong run, winning bronze and playing several tough matches, many against players in the 20s and 30s. One of the quarterfinal matches lasted over 30 minutes against opponents nearly 30 years younger than us. I mean, it sounds ridiculous.
I know.
Doesn't it? They just got everything back when you think you've won the point. Despite winning the majority of our matches, our Duper ratings actually decreased in most cases, resulting in an overall drop of nearly 0.25%. When you win a bronze, it's pretty awful. That.
Yeah.
From a player's point of view, that feels quite disheartening, especially after a successful tournament performance. I do want to say, I do like some of the recent updates, and they show that Duper is listening and evolving. But more broadly, now I'm asking him, is there any consideration being given to reducing or eliminating scenarios where a player's rating drops after a win? And more importantly, this seems to be I've said this, the one barrier to the confidence in Duper. But also it's the age thing.
Yeah.
Which they've shown a little snippet.
Yes.
With
you don't
having
get credit for playing youngsters.
So
yeah.
Credit to them. They got straight back to me.
Okay.
However, it was a really long email, and I really appreciate it.
Maybe you'll read it on the next episode.
I'll see. I mean, obviously there's confidentiality. I don't want to just read out an email, but I can paraphrase it. But I appreciated the depth of the email reply. However, I was a little disappointed because it was basically more of just telling us, yes, I was blinded with science, and yes, they might consider the age thing, but this is why they do this, and this is why they do that. Yeah. And I just felt they're still missing the point.
Do you think they're overcomplicating it sometimes?
I still think Gregory, the CEO of Raw, who we had on, he said something that stuck with me, and he said Duper was created for the pros. Yeah. And 5% of the players are pros. Yeah. So the amateurs are using a system that was built for the pros. True. Now, I understand they're going off the data and everything, but let me tell you, when we're playing someone 30 years younger who might be a 3.6 and we're a 3.9, they are not, the data they've got is wrong. And they have to allow for the fact. The email they replied has an underlying assumption that their data is 100% correct. Yeah. And that is not true. No. And that's the bottom line.
Unfortunately, I can't see Duper going anywhere. And I think that's going to be the rating system.
Listen, we're in a position. Tito has actually said to me he will come back on the show. Send in. This is where you guys can come in. Listeners, watchers, send in all your questions for Duper. We will do an episode with your questions.
Yes.
Get it all off your chest. Send them in. It doesn't matter if it takes a few weeks. Whenever we've got enough questions, send them in. We will get together and we will put the pressure on them.
Yeah. And we also have the other rating system there.
Well,
who's coming on the show. So that's going to be interesting as well.
The upshot of this is, I said, we've heard it mentioned. Yes. We've been said get him on the show. We have got next week. We'll be recording.
Yeah, I'm not sure when it'll be out, but
with who is the? I mean, it looks like the better alternative. We don't know.
No, we'll find out more.
We sort of stayed away from it because we didn't want to get into a battle with Duper, and we don't want to. But we don't know if it's going to be better. They are saying it is, and the guy seems really nice and focused. And
I think we should get T-shirts made. My Duper doesn't represent my play. How cool will that be?
Yeah, but what if it does? Yeah, we'll work on that. Yeah, we'll work on something.
That's a great one.
Yeah, so we've got there. So if you want any questions for us to put to
absolutely
as well,
send them in.
That's
you guys have got a lot of work to do.
You do.
Week.
You do. That's your homework now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we didn't get onto another paddle review. However, I just want to mention the unsung hero of the GX. What is it? My head's so mashed.
The Gearbox
GX2. I keep turning to you.
You love it, don't you?
Sessions.
You love it.
It is just so amazing. If you get the opportunity, if you're near us and you want to try one, you can borrow mine. Yeah, it's amazing. However, having said that, this is the problem we've got sometimes where we don't have time to, especially in the 6 months where we didn't play much, we get a lot of paddles to try and we either have to give them back before we have a chance to use them, or they just sit gathering dust. Now this week I've been using the Zebra Osprey, which was a new paddle when we went to Rotter last year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it was interesting because you played with the gearbox for half the night and then you swapped over and there was basically no change in your play.
No, it sounded complete. It's a power paddle, Look it up. The Osprey.
It sounds different.
It's in paddle life. It's fairly recent. A year is not.
Although I think they've brought out a new paddle.
They have brought a new one out.
Yeah.
But this paddle, it sounded completely different, and that put me off a little bit in the first game. And then after that, I sort of liked the sound difference.
It's funny because when I was at David Lloyd this week, I took the Owl paddle with.
Oh, right.
And I thought I'll have a quick hit with it because someone actually said that they're using it and they absolutely love it. So I thought, you know what? I need to have a hit. It
felt heavy for me.
I've got to tell you.
How did it feel for you?
I don't like it. I don't like the paddle. I don't like the sound.
However,
I like to hear the ball on the paddle. It just feels.
I know what you mean.
It's like it's a weird sensation.
Do you think it would be different with an outdoor ball on an outdoor court? And I think you should try that before making final judgment.
Well, I will make I will try it, but I just didn't like the way it sounded. Not just for me, but for the opponents as well. There's nothing wrong with the paddle. It hits well. The spin seemed good, but I will give it another go.
You know what's weird for us? I think I said this on the way home last night. We went through probably a good 12 months of complete paddle confusion.
Yeah.
Now we've gone completely the opposite way.
Yeah.
We are sticking with our paddles, and and I've been desperate to use this Osprey.
Yeah. Well, a quick question before we do finish. What paddles are you going to take to Rotter with you?
I mean, 100%. I'm taking the Osprey and I'm taking the gearbox. 100%.
Just two. I'm only taking two.
I'm going to end up taking more.
I'm not. I'm taking two. That's it.
I feel like I've got to take a third, just because I've got
really,
and I don't know. I think I'll take the Ruby Pro.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
I just feel like.
Ask me what I'm taking.
Let me guess.
Go on.
You're taking the Franklin
C45. C45. Yeah.
Okay. You're not taking two of those because I know you've got two now, have you?
I'm actually taking the Franklin C45 and the Franklin C45. Yeah, I'm taking two.
Okay.
And that's that's the only paddles I'm taking.
That would delight me because if you take another one,
I'm not taking.
Then your eyes will go.
Yeah.
You're giving yourself no choice.
Correct.
You're putting yourself outside of your comfort zone.
Correct. I am.
Okay, maybe I'll just take two.
Yeah. But they're two different paddles. I'm taking one paddle. But just two.
I'm going to take three because also I like
take 10.
But also think about this. People will come up to us and say, "Oh," and I want people to try the paddles. I want people to experience the love.
I've actually lent one out today, to be honest.
Right?
Yeah, I like giving people paddles to try.
Yeah,
because they don't get the opportunity.
And someone's had my Ruby Pro for a couple of weeks, so I'm curious to know how they've got on.
The Ruby Pro or the?
Sorry, not the Ruby Pro.
No, I was going to say
the Black Opal.
The Black Opal. Yeah.
Opal. I thought my head's a mash. It's steroids. I'm all roided up.
Okay.
But yeah,
thanks for listening, everybody. I think.
What have you got to say now?
Please like, subscribe, follow us, send it to people, let everybody know about us. I know we're your guilty pleasure. So keep listening and thank you very much for tuning in. Any questions about what you've heard today, please send them in. Send in some questions about Duper and everything else that we discussed as well.
Yeah, I really want to get to the bottom of this Duper thing and get it changed. So please send us that's the most important thing, I think.
We are on Instagram, we are on YouTube, we are on Facebook.
And we'll be having the merch. This merch is on its way. Do you want to show the t-shirt?
This t-shirt is on its way. Already got some pre-orders.
On the back.
Do I have to get up?
Yeah, you're much better from the back. Okay, it's just the logo on the back. You didn't really need to do that.
Thank you.
But
Take care.
So if you're interested in merch, let us know.
See you soon.
Have a great week.